have a rather large power brick with power cord. And now for a closer look at the laptop. It measures 16.9 inches along this edge, 11.3 inches this way, and it's 2.2 inches thick. It weighs 7 pounds, and let's take a look at the top. As you can see, it has a brushed finish, and the iBuyPower logo is in the center. We also have some blue accents along this side. And let me just prop it up to, actually this side is better. Here we go. We have some ventilation holes here and 3 USB 3.0 ports, a card reader for your SDXC, MMC, MS, and XD picture cards. We have some audio ports as well, your headphone microphone, and I believe, this is your line in and line out. On this edge, we have some status indicators for, let's see, your Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, battery, sleep, as well as hard drive. And on this side, we have 2 USB 2.0 ports, your DVD burner. And on this side, we have some more ventilation holes. HDMI port, this is your eSATA port. VGA connector, we have your Ethernet port, power port, and Kensington lock. Now finally, let's move on to the bottom. We have a subwoofer located here and plenty of ventilation holes all around. I will take off these screws and give you a look inside, but first let's take a look at the 9-cell lithium-ion battery. To remove it, simply unlock and press this release, and out it goes. I've removed these 7 screws here, so I'll be able to open up the back cover here. Up at the top, we have your built-in mic as well as 3 megapixel webcam, and you get 30 frames per second at 720p for your video capture. You do get a large 17.3-inch LED backlit anti-glare display at 1920 by 1080 resolution. And down here we have your 2 THX True Studio Pro Audio Surround Sound speakers, and these are your capacitive touch buttons. This is your P1 button where you can set a specific program to. I've installed Google Chrome for this purpose, so I've set that to P1, and this will just act as a shortcut and take me straight to Chrome, which is pretty awesome. Give me a second, sorry, I keep touching the S bar, which I'll explain in just a moment. And over here we have your media button, which will take you to Windows Media Player. I'm going to go ahead and close that. And this is your cooler boost, which will cool down, which will increase the RPM on your laptop fan so that when your computer gets too hot, it could be quite useful. And you can kind of hear that noise too. So let me go ahead and turn this off. Next to that is your keyboard backlit LED. So if I turn this on, and let me just angle the keyboard just a little bit so you can get a better view of that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. And of course, this is your power button. Next to that, I have Wi-Fi enabled, so that's why it's lighted up. And next to that is your Bluetooth button, your display off button. You can just press any key or your touchpad to turn it back on, and your optical drive eject button. Here it is. All right, now onto the keyboard. You do get a standard QWERTY keyboard with full number pad, which is always nice because not all keyboards have that. And you get chiclet keys. They have outlined, in red, bordered in red, your WASD keys for you gamers out there, and these 4 keys as well, which are your directional buttons, but using the function button, they act as your screen brightness adjust, your volume control, and I'm just going to go over a couple of these buttons so you know where they are. On this end, we have your LED keyboard backlit to increase and decrease, to dim the LEDs. And starting over here, using the function key, we get your alternate commands, such as this button, which will switch between your LCD or external monitor and both. And this will turn off your touchpad for those of you who prefer to use a mouse. And your P1 button, Eco mode, which will take you to the various power saving modes on your laptop. I'll show you that in just a bit. And this will turn your webcam on or off, sorry. This will turn your Wi-Fi on or off, your Bluetooth. This will put your computer to sleep. And finally, down here, we have your touchpad with the standard left and right clicks. And I will show you how to use it. Just gonna go ahead and go to our Newegg website. Okay, and show you some of the touchpad functions. So using 2 fingers, you can sorry, I think I need to first click on the page. You can page down, page up. Let's see, zoom in, zoom out just by pinching, and using 3 fingers, you can go back, or sorry, go back to your previous page or go forward. And I believe that about covers it. Oh, and one last thing. Let's do a quick sound test, shall we? I am on the Newegg channel. Let me just refresh this so we can play the video.
Okay, I'm on the left side of the laptop right now where you can see Realtek's audio ports. That is to an ALC892GR chip with THX quality sound coming out of it. Then you have 3 USB 3.0 ports as well as an SD card reader and a little bit of ventilation here for the system. We'll go to the back here. We can notice a little bit more of that ventilation as well as HDMI out and VGA out. We also have an eSATA port so that you can plug in an external drive using eSATA if you like to. And Bigfoot Network's E2200 LAN port that is up to gigabit, the AC power plug, as well as the Kensington lock if you have a Kensington lock. And I'll spin this around to the right side of the laptop. And you'll notice here we have the CD-ROM as well as 2 USB 2.0 ports. I'm going to swing that to the front now. It's a little bit tougher to see, but inside, if you can see these, basically just the LED reads, LED lights to show you that it's indicating your Bluetooth is on, your wireless is on, battery power is low, whether it's in sleep mode, and if the hard drive is reading or not. I did mention before that that was a CD DVD ROM, but it's not. It's actually a Blu-ray ROM, a 6X Blu-ray ROM, so I apologize about that. But just to continue, we're looking at a 17.3-inch FHD screen and a small anti-glare coating. Looks like it's on there a little bit. Let me turn it on for you. That display is being powered by an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 675 MX video card that is discrete with 4 GB of memory on board. We also have a Core i7-3630QM with 6 megabytes of L3 cache that runs at 2.4 gigahertz and a turbo frequency of 3.4 gigahertz. With that, we're also looking at 16 gigabytes of DDR3 1333 memory, and it's using a total of 2 slots for that, and you still have 2 more left for a total of 4 memory slots on this board. And all of the measurements of this thing together, in case you're trying to fit it inside your backpack, you're looking at 11.3 inches by 16.9 inches and 2.2 inches thick. That's really more like 2.5 in the back and 1.5 in the front, but it evens out to 2.2. The total weight, 7 pounds. Also, one last thing to mention, this is a 3 megapixel 720p resolution webcam. And that's iBuyPower's Valkyrie CZ-17 gaming laptop.